Today, I want to talk about the dark truth about AI agencies and why most people are actually doing it wrong. What most people are doing is they're actually staying all day, all night creating automations in N8N, and most agency owners are actually working on automations in backend instead of actually fulfilling getting people through the door. So what this means is N8N, Zapier, and stuff like this is what we use to create the AI agents in the backend. But to be honest, I don't. I just have somebody else do it. But there's a lot of people who start this business and want to save every single penny and do it themselves, which is fine. But at the beginning, you should be focused on actually getting sales and people through the door, new customers, clients, instead of actually working on fulfilling and, a whole system to fulfill and you have no clients. So it's kind of like saying, I'm going to watch all these gym videos on how to train, how to get bigger, and then actually not going to the gym or never going to the gym. It's like, kind of, why are you wasting your time working on fulfilling for your clients if you have no clients? So this is the number one thing I see most agency owners doing wrong, and it's a dark truth about it because most people join and they think that this is it, but it's really not. It's actually not a big deal. AI is just kind of more like a selling term when it comes to this. So obviously, instead of spending your time learning hundreds of AI tools, which most people just sit around trying to figure them out, or how to fulfill for clients they don't have, or worse, they never even take any action on the levers and the things that actually move the needle in their business to get sales. So what I'm talking about, obviously, like I said, N8N, Zapier, and all these other backend stuff, there's no point in working on it if you have no clients. See, what you have to do, really, guys, here is become the middleman and find developers to do it for you, connect them, run ads, and then just keep and reset the whole system. So, obviously, as you can see here, it's very simple. You have you, the business owner, and then you create your ads on Facebook for your agency. And then, obviously, you're going to collect any money from sales calls. From there, your agency is going to go ahead and subcontract out an AI specialist, and they're going to go ahead and help out and actually fulfill. And you go from there and you just rinse and repeat. You do not want to be spending all day working on automations and trying to spend, countless hours coding yourself when you're not a coder. If you're a coder, that's different, but most of us probably are not. So just treat this as if, the first two, right? So it's you running ads and then getting on sales calls and trying to close these people. Because if you focus on the fulfillment side of it and the AI and trying to hire people out before you have anything, it just doesn't make sense. Okay, you're not going to be successful. It's just going to spend all your time on back end stuff. So focus on the ads, creating ads that actually win for your agency. And then from there, actually focusing on closing these sales calls and, hopping on 100 calls and only closing one or maybe even none. That does tend to happen. I have seen people do that, and it just kind of blows my mind on how they spend all their time on the back end systems and promising, oh, I developed the best AI thing. Nobody cares, right? People are going to hop on these calls, these prospects. Like, for example, let's say you're doing real estate or something, like on the older people are going to be hopping on these calls for the most part, older business owners. And they're kind of like skeptical of AI. You can tell them all you want that you built the best AI system in the world, but they don't give a shit about that stuff, guys. Obviously, what they want is the results and you be able to actually not convince them, but show them the value in your system and how it can get them there, okay? That's the most important thing. Don't spend your time trying to focus on how to build AI. Focus on actually how to get good at sales and how to actually close these people, because if you can't collect money at the end of the day, you're not a business. It's just a fantasy that you're trying to create. So, all right, and the truth is that you're going to get rich by selling, not creating AI agents. Okay, guys, that's just a simple truth. Now, here's where I've kind of implemented my own little twist into it, and I'm going to tell you guys what I've been doing, which is, you can sell the whole bridge or you can sell the brick. So I've actually been doing both, and I've talked about this in a whole video before, how an AI agency is different from a normal marketing agency because you sell the whole bridge, right? You're telling them, hey, not only do we get you leads like a normal marketing agency, but we throw in AI, and this AI system is going to actually qualify people and blah, blah, blah. You guys know the whole spiel. Now, here's the thing. Most people, or some people, get on these calls, depending on your niche, looking for just leads. They're going to say, actually, I don't even care about the AI shit. I don't know anything about it. It kind of scares me, to be honest. I don't believe in it, whatever the case may be. And then you're going to have a hard time trying to change that, factor inside of them that just whatever it is that doesn't want to change because they're hard-headed or they've already been programmed against it. Why not just go ahead and say, okay, we'll get you, instead of 30 qualified appointments in 90 days, I'll get you 60 leads, I'll get you 90 leads in the same amount of time period. So you just do the work yourself, right? If you have time to go through these leads and you want the system that just gets them to you, I can do that. I'll take out the AI version, $500 off, 1,000, whatever your pricing is, and go from there. So that's what we've been doing, because when it comes to sales calls, every sales call is different. Every business owner is different. And what we've been doing is seeing, a deep discovery phase and what does this person want? If they have the time to go through the leads themselves, maybe they're, a newer business and they don't have a team, or maybe they, have no time and they need the AI caller, that's different. But if they have the time to go through these leads themselves and call them and try to vet them and qualify themselves, perfect. And they don't want to spend the money on the AI stuff and they don't believe in it, we'll go ahead and just do normal SMMA for you. That's what I've been doing and it works good. So treating every sales call kind of different is something that helps. So I call it, I kind of coined this right now. You can use that kind of the tack on model is what I say. So you sell the leads at first, you deliver results, and then you add SEO, AI caller, inbound AI caller, blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on and on. There's so many options that you can tack on. And you can even do this on onboarding. So for example, if you onboard somebody for just leads, you can say, you know what, I'm going to throw in, for example, the SEO for free for 3 months, which normally it takes 3 months for it to get anyway. And of course, you go on Fiverr and you get somebody to do it for you for $500. And you say, you know what, I'll do it for free for the first 3 months. And as part of the agreement, you make them sign on the onboarding that after the first 3 months, if they continue with you, that's an extra $500 a month to cover that SEO cost. So you can get $300 to $500 to get somebody to actually do this, and you'll actually be making some profit on it if you find the right person to do many of them on Fiverr or Upwork or whatever, right? So you go from here and you just start adding things after you get them leads, or during the onboarding call, you present the options and you put them as part of the contract. So this is really good. Like I said, it's called the tack on model. For me, it's really good because you just get them through the door with the basic. And if you're pretty good at marketing or you have a marketing agency, you can actually do it. So obviously you want to get them results and you're going to want to hire out your team on Fiverr. So instead of Fiverr or Upwork, right? Instead of spending hours every day working on, AI development, advertising for people that you don't even have as a customer yet, go ahead and just hire these people on these websites. You can even do VAs for, working with people and working with your customers and dealing with any type of problem like that, or dealing with your, upfront pages and stuff. So that's what we're doing, just saving time. Instead of developing everything ourselves, we focus on getting people through the door. And once we have that problem of not knowing how to fulfill, or maybe it's not knowing how to fulfill, it's just not having the time to go through and spend countless hours fulfilling ourselves, we'll just hire somebody out on Fiverr and Upwork to do it for us. And that's going to save us so many hours, and it just allows us to keep focusing and grinding on the front end type of the business. Okay. So that's where I'm at right now. It's really one-on-one sales calls and just trying to lock in with those. Focus on the actual prospect and get them what they're asking for. And if that means taking out AI and adding it later, so be it. It's part of the beautiful business. This is beautiful business where you can add and subtract things kind of like that and just take them off and put them back on. Hope you learned something new. If you're stuck in your agency, maybe this kind of system will help you get through where you want to be.